You already know. You just don't trust what you know. That feeling, the one whispering, but what if I'm wrong, isn't confusion. It's the fear of being right. Most people look for answers in words. They haven't said anything, so it's probably nothing. But someone who's scared of their own feelings doesn't lead with words, they lead with behavior they can't control. That's where the truth lives, not in what they say, but in what they keep doing despite themselves. One, they show up, then disappear. They text back fast, they're suddenly around more, and then just as suddenly, silence for a few days. This isn't mixed signals, it's someone who got too close, felt something, and pulled back to manage it. The retreat isn't rejection, it's self protection. And it keeps repeating because the feelings keep repeating. The disappearing act is about fear, but the next sign is about something fear can't turn off. Two, they remember everything. You mentioned once, offhand, that you hate a specific type of music. 2 months later, they bring it up. The name of your childhood pet, the thing you complained about once and forgot. That's not a good memory. That's a tension that never switched off. And a tension like that doesn't happen by accident. Memory is passive, it just collects. But some people take it a step further and test the waters out loud, just quietly enough to deny it. Three, they joke about liking you. I mean, if I were into you, they laugh, you laugh, and then it sits in the air a second too long. Psychologist Robert Provine's research on laughter found that people laugh most around those they're romantically drawn to, and humor becomes a way to float real feelings without committing to them. If it lands badly, it was just a joke. But people don't joke about things they've never seriously considered. The laugh is the shield. The pause is the confession. They'll test you with words, but they can't control what they do when you mention someone else. Four, they get quiet when you mention other people. Bring up someone new, someone who's been nice to you, someone you've been talking to. Watch what happens. The topic shifts a little too fast. The energy drops in a way they're hoping you won't notice but can't quite hide. They won't say they're bothered. They don't need to. The mind can stay quiet. The body never learned how. Five, their body answers before their brain can stop it. They say, "We're just friends," while leaning toward you. The eye contact holds 3 seconds longer than friendship requires. The body doesn't wait for permission. It's already answered the question, even when the person is still working up the courage to ask it. That's presence they can't control. But the next sign is presence they chose without fully knowing why. Six, they show up when you didn't ask. You didn't say anything was wrong. You didn't need to. They already knew, and they were already there. Here's what that actually means: you weren't just on their mind, you were the thing they moved toward without thinking. That's not a friend reflex. That's something harder to explain away. Showing up is instinct. What comes out when they're finally there, that's the part they didn't plan. Seven, they tell you things they don't tell anyone else. The late night message that goes somewhere unexpectedly real. The "I've never said this out loud before." The story that comes out slowly, like they're surprised by their own honesty. Researcher Brene Brown has documented extensively that emotional disclosure, choosing to be truly known by another person, is one of the most vulnerability producing acts a human can do. They did it with you, not because the moment felt safe, because they couldn't hold it back anymore. That's not conversation drifting somewhere deep. That's someone handing you something they've never given anyone. Here's what all seven of these signs are really saying: this person is trying to be close to you without giving you the power to hurt them. That's not coldness. That's not confusion. That's someone who likes you more than they're ready to say, including to themselves. And knowing that won't make it simple, but it makes it real. You're not imagining it, you're not projecting, you're reading someone who hasn't found the words yet. Which of these signs do you recognize? Are you watching for them in someone else, or have you been doing them yourself without realizing it? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe to Psychology Gently. We translate the complicated stuff into something you can actually use.